From the Weather Authority, this is a severe weather update.
Alright, we are up and running. Got a severe thunderstorm warnings going all over the place, but let's get to it. Radar is dying, to what I think. Let me turn my mic down. Radar, to what I think, may or may not be tripping majorly. So hopefully we can get some updated data. But we have severe thunderstorm warnings all over the place in northwestern Indiana. Switch to Chicago's radar, even though we're on there. Let me just say this. Most of our radars are basically down at this point. Most of the softwares are down, but we do have a line of thunder. Let's just switch. Let's just go ahead and switch to Storm Tracker because we actually have Storm Tracker up and running. And let me take it to full screen. So here's the storms. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Fulton, Pulaski, Stark, Marshall, and LaPorte until 6:30. See the data up. And the issue, we have a line of thunderstorms from parts of Warren County all the way over to Monticello, Winnemac, Knox, all the way up to about Michigan City. This is going to be our main batch of showers and thunderstorms. We have a severe thunderstorm watch until, I think, midnight tonight. So, severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. Let's take WeatherWise real quick so I can show you guys what it looks like on the WeatherWise app. So, here's a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect. This is from Vermilion Park, Putnam, Hendricks, Marion, Hancock, Henry, and I think that is, don't have a specific county on that one, but Randolph County to the north. So parts of northern Indiana, that is going to be the best chance for severe weather. And you see we already have severe thunderstorm warnings for parts of Indiana. Let's head to north. Let's go from north to south. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for, we're going to get it up, for parts of Porter County. So we basically have most of Porter County. Lake County, you are cleared. But it's mainly for Porter County. And the issue with these storms are moving quick. The northern storm towards Valpo is heading east at about 75 miles an hour. If you don't believe me, severe thunderstorm was located over South Haven near Portage, moving east at 75. The one near Wastika is moving east at 55. The one in Knox, 70. So we have these storms going at highway to interstate speeds. And you see that red box to the east towards Ohio. That is a tornado watch in effect until 11 o'clock. So let's get some analysis. Let's head to the Wastika storm. The Wastika storm near Crescent City. Let's take a look at Velo. Not really showing any velocity couplet, but is an area to watch. If you're in Ketland, if you're in Goodland, Wadena, Earl Park, Robb, Brook, Ale, Ecorse. I barely pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce any of these. Sheldon and down towards Fowler. Fowler's getting in on a heavy thunderstorm right now. Let's take Morse Lake if we can. Here's Morse Lake, which it's hot. We're gonna break a record. We're gonna break a record high in Indianapolis. We're currently at 82, if I'm not wrong. Let me check the METARs real quick. We are currently at, in Indianapolis, 84 degrees. So it's hot. And St. Louis, at one point, St. Louis was reporting 94 degrees. And remember, we're getting to April, just about close to April, and it's 90 degrees. Just incredible. But this is what our Morse Lake camera looks like. Let's take our WeatherStem camera over in IU in Indianapolis. The sun is not a good thing. You see, we have straight sunny skies. That is not a good thing. We could get more storms just firing and firing. So we're gonna have to switch over to Storm Tracker and WeatherWise. Those are the only two radars we might need. We can hopefully try to get high res going. But reason why we're on this storm near Valpo and then the other severe thunderstorm warnings. Damaging winds, most definitely. I'm not surprised. There's a chance for an isolated brief tornado in this spot just south of Valpo, moving towards the Porter County Airport, heading for LaPorte, heading for Knox, heading for North Judson. I think that might be an area of spin just to the southwest of North Judson on storm relative, right here to what I think. And I want to get up our graphics system real quick. We're just gonna show the map. What do we currently have? And real quick, let me take the graphic system full if we can. So here's what we got. This is the severe weather outlook. We have new scales now here at the Weather Authority. It's basically the same thing as the SPC, but we have changed the colors. Yellow means low, orange means medium, high is red, very high is pink, and then when you see like very light pink, that is extreme, which is the level 5 out of 5 high risk from the SPC. But Indianapolis, Greensburg, Terre Haute, Rushville, Greenwood, and Greencastle to the north and to the northeast, you're under that high risk. Effingham, Sullivan, Bloomington, Columbus, Cincinnati, Wilmington to the west and north is in the best chance or the medium risk. And then we have St. Louis, Mount Vernon, Vincennes, French Lick, Salem, Madison to the south. Barely in a threat, but it's still gonna be there. Let me take weather-wise so we can get up. What are we thinking on our severe threats? Let me pop back up graphic system. So here's what we got. There's the map to your right. We are on a level 3. There's the new color-coded system, level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are on a level 3 high risk, which winds are at a high, which if you've been watching for the last couple days, you have seen the dash marks whenever we get to the tornado, wind, and hail, which I want to show you guys on weather-wise. Where you see this dashed area right here near Macomb, that is the SBC has introduced a new system where they have 3 tiers of significance. So level 1, that is light chance, there's a definite chance. Tier 2 is, oh, it's about to be bad. Then you got level 3, which is going to be catastrophic. So they have made some updates to that. Let's switch back over to graphic system so we can show you what it looks like. Tier 1, we're at a high risk for winds, which is Tier 1. Tornadoes are at a low to medium threat. I don't know why it has a low, but tornadoes are there. There's definitely a chance for some isolated rotating storms. There's also a Tier 1 on tornadoes, so that means we could have a couple of tornadoes that could go on the ground for possibly some long period of time. And this goes from Franklin, Terre Haute, Charleston, Decatur, Lincoln, Bloomington to the east, so Auburn, Indianapolis, Noblesville. Basically, most of our coverage area, central and north central Indiana, is under that threat. High risk for hail, which is also Tier 1. Best chance of hail is definitely going to be to northern and central Indiana. Southern Indiana, not really a good chance, but still there. Then we got a flooding threat as well, which we don't have a significant, we don't have no tiers for that. And I want to show you guys real quick on weather-wise on who's in the level 1 threat. So this green area, let me take off VTARs. So where you see this green area, I think we got a new watch. Where you see this green area, that is the level 1, which the QPF, this is showing 2 to maybe 3 inches. 3 inches further east, 2 mainly. It's just the overlapping of the sirens on WeatherWise, which you can download this app. I'm turning this off just because it's about to start. It's about to start bugging me, pretty much. That's off. So showing about an inch in 2 inches. Further east is the best chance towards Columbus, Pittsburgh. Same areas under the tornado watch that's in effect till 11. But let's get back to radar. Let's get back to weather-wise, and let's get out composite so we can see what's going on out home view. So here's the line. Here's the big line that we're watching. This is going to be we're gonna have two significant rounds with this storm. This is round one, and then to the north and off to the east, that's round two. And real quick, I want to see if Exact Track is going to be working well. Let me switch it to the newest one on Exact Track. Hopefully we got that up. We do. But let's take 18Z. And then we'll take Exact Track full for 1 minute. Alright, let's take Exact Track. Wrong thing. So here's Exact Track. We're starting at, let's go to 7 o'clock. It's not doing a great job of pinpointing it, but it has it at least northwest of Indianapolis. It is showing Valpo at 49 when those storms hit. So storms are going to continue. This is 8 o'clock. Storms are going to be moving into the northwestern part of the metro, then moving into Indianapolis, Muncie, all the way up to about Fort Wayne by about 9. Then this is going to be the best chance for the flooding rains, the hail, and definitely the winds and tornadoes. This isn't going to be over. This is going to continue through the nighttime hours, continue through the overnight hours. Should be wrapped up and done closer to 8 o'clock, but southern Indiana, you're still going to be under that threat. Then we're going to be clear. Yes, it's going to be cold. This is basically wash and repeat for these storms. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning. We'll get to that in just a second, and it's a big one. So it's just wash and repeat, which is what has been happening for the last couple of weeks. So not surprising. New severe thunderstorm warning. This is for, we'll get it up, for parts of Wabash, Fulton, Pulaski, Kosciuszko, Miami, Stark, and Marshall till 6:45. There's a line of thunderstorms from near Knox to 9 miles southwest of Winnemac. I've been doing weather for going on 7 years. This is basically the fastest storm I've seen move in Indiana. This storm is moving east at 85 miles an hour. This storm is booking it. So, Rochester, you have about 10-15 minutes for this storm to be moving your way. Let's switch to radar over in Fort Wayne. But yeah, Winnemac, this thing is over you. Like Bruce, Kewanna, if you're in Rochester, you might as well get ready. Hopefully we can get high-res radar, and then we'll head to the Ketland storm. Still in Illinois, but still no rotation at all. We have a new tool, which WeatherWise has introduced a new tool, normalized rotation, which is basically NROD. It shows if there's rotation or not, and that is a spike. That is a damaging wind spike just to the south of Winnemac, heading in the direction of Rochester, Warsaw, the Fulton area, and Plymouth. If it continues, which it definitely is, Columbia City, Fort Wayne, and Auburn is going to be in the track. Let's head up to far northern Indiana towards LaGrange. Got a line of thunderstorms from Jackson, I almost said Missouri, Michigan to Coldwater, Michigan to LaGrange, Indiana. That's going to be moving east. So Angola, Jamestown, Howe, LaGrange. Watch out for that. Then we got these thunderstorms. These are surprisingly not warm, but these things have a decent amount of hail from Monticello, the one that literally just moved through Fowler, currently over Oxford, Round Grove, Chalmers. Brookston is heading for Lafayette, if I'm not wrong. This is heading off to the east-southeast. So, Lafayette within the next 45 minutes, Delphi, Brookston, Monticello, and Logansport. Let's head to Illinois, which, guys, this is going to be probably the best chance for some rotating storms up in northern and parts of northwestern Indiana. This is going to be trains on a track. So we're going to have a chance of potential flooding for most of Indiana because we're going to have 2 to 3 rounds of thunderstorms. We're going through round 1 now. Round 2 will be coming out through throughout the next couple of hours after the first round. Then round 3, which is going to be just straight rain and isolated hail areas. So it's gonna be a long evening. So if you have plans, if you have anything to do within the next, I'm probably gonna say northern Indiana. If you're up in Fort Wayne, you have 30 minutes at least, 45 to an hour, most likely in Fort Wayne, but the line is already getting going. Indianapolis, you have until probably 8, 9 o'clock. So if you have anything to do, get it going. You might as well get it done closer by 9 because it is going to be straight torture, possibly throughout 9 o'clock. I want to see if we are still up and running because I don't see it on my tracking software. Yes, we are still up. But yeah, this is definitely something to be watching. No tornado warnings, thank goodness, and I think we got Storm Tracker back. No, we do not. Storm Tracker might be down, and I might need to switch data. I might need to actually switch data from we use level 2 data with one of our radars. We need to switch data. Let me see if I can find it. Hopefully we can get it. We'll use the NCEP, which if we can pop it up, which we might not be able to, but let's get straight over to it. Surprisingly, no tornado warnings east, nothing out west, but there is a definite chance that we're gonna have to get that. There's a chance we might get tornadoes out of these kinks or the line. Look at that Winamac thing. I don't know if that is rotating or if that just straight line wind. That is most likely straight line winds near the city of Winamac. Switch to Indianapolis, even though we're far away. It might be going through some hail, most likely, because where you see that purple and almost black area, that is hail right here just to the west of Rochester, which Rochester, you have 15 minutes before this storm is heading your way. Yeah, I think we might lose Storm Tracker for the night. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to lose, not Storm Tracker, High Res for the night. So Storm Tracker, weather-wise, and hopefully we can find another tool. It's probably gonna have to come in clutch for tonight and into possibly tomorrow. Switch to high res and Storm Tracker, in fact, and look like I want to move it. There's a storm near Rochester that's heading for Kewanna. Rochester, Big Hill, there's Big Island, Athens, Tosa, Walnut, Culver, Monterey. You're definitely in the direct path. Kewanna, you're in the Lake Bruce, Bruce Park, or Goose Park, Bruce Lake Station, Pershing, Letters Ford, Fulton, Macy, Kewanna. You're in the chance for that hail. And hydrometer classification. This is the part of the dual polarization which introduced CC back in back closer to I'm gonna say closer to 2013, 2012. But hydrometer classification, this shows if it's hail, winds, or anything. But where you see that red area, that is hail, and then where you see that dark green, that is heavy rain and possibly some hail mixing into that. So best chance of hail is heading into Kewanna, heading into Rochester within the next 30 minutes. Then we'll go down to Lafayette. We're getting closer to the Indianapolis area. Otterbein, Bennett Village, Oxford, Brookston, Chalmers, Runners Grove, Octagon, Cairo. If you're on 65 from Battleground all the way up to probably going to say Rensselaer and Valpo, this is going to be your best chance for storms. Set to the Kentland storm, which is about to move into Indiana, and it has a little bit of a hook there's a little bit of rotation, and we'll switch to weather-wise real quick so we can get a look at storm relative on this storm. I'll switch to K-Lot. Storm relative, it was rotating a little bit. There it is, right there near Darrow, Illinois. That's going to be heading in the direction of Kentland, Earl Park, and Sheffield. Um, yeah, I don't think we got anything really. If we get anything, definitely might be rotating near Earl Park, just to the west of Jaegers Grove. If we get a new severe thunderstorm warning, we'll come back on, but for right now, we'll probably just stick it to, looping radar and the NOAA weather radio in the background, which I'll pop up. So if we get a new warning, we'll pop back on. But for right now, just listen to the weather radio for right now. We'll start in northern Indiana. So we'll head to, I think, Fort Wayne's. We'll see. We're probably going to head to South Bend. So just listen to the weather radio in South Bend.
Radio station WXJ 57 in South Bend. Visit our website via weather.gov/IWX. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 76, effective until midnight Eastern Daylight Time Friday, or 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Indiana: Elkhart, Kosciuszko, LaPorte, Marshall, St. Joseph, and Stark. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Wabash County, Indiana, Fulton County, Indiana, eastern Pulaski County in northwestern Indiana, Kosciuszko County, Indiana, northwestern Miami County, Indiana, southeastern Stark County in northwestern Indiana, Marshall County, Indiana, until 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 6:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Knox to 9 miles southwest of Winnipeg, moving east at 85 miles per hour. Hazard: quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: damage to vehicles is expected. Locations impacted include Warsaw, Plymouth, Rochester, Winona Lake, Knox, Winnipeg, Bourbon, Argus, Milford, Culver, Akron, Mentone, Pulaski, Walnut, Tippecanoe, Oak Grove, Ripley, Silver Lake, Kewanna, and Etna Green. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Fulton, Kosciuszko, Marshall, Miami, Pulaski, Stark, and Wabash. The severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Fulton, northeastern Pulaski, Stark, western Marshall, and south central LaPorte counties will expire at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The storm which prompted the warning will be moving out of the area. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northwestern Wabash, Fulton, eastern Pulaski, western Kosciuszko, northwestern Miami, southeastern Stark, and southern Marshall counties. At 6:27 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:27 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Plymouth to 10 miles southwest of Rochester, moving east at 85 miles per hour. Hazard: quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: damage to vehicles is expected. Locations impacted include Warsaw, Rochester, Winona Lake, Winnipeg, Bourbon, Argus, Milford, Culver, Akron, Mentone, Walnut, Tippecanoe, Silver Lake, Kawana, Etna Green, Leesburg, Claypool, Monterey, Burkett, and Beardstown. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Fulton, Kosciuszko, Marshall, Miami, Pulaski, Stark, and Wabash. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXJ 57 in South Bend. Visit our website via weather.gov/IWX. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 76, effective until midnight Eastern Daylight Time Friday, or 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Indiana: Elkhart, Kosciuszko, LaPorte, Marshall, St. Joseph, and Stark. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind, in and close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions, and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northwestern Wabash, Fulton, eastern Pulaski, western Kosciuszko, northwestern Miami, southeastern Stark, and southern Marshall counties. At 6:27 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:27 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Plymouth to 10 miles southwest of Rochester, moving east at 85 miles per hour. Hazard: quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: damage to vehicles is expected. Locations impacted include Warsaw, Rochester, Winona Lake, Winnemac, Bourbon, Argus, Milford, Culver, Akron, Mentone, Walnut, Tippecanoe, Silver Lake, Kawana, Etna Green, Leesburg, Claypool, Monterey, Burkett, and Beardstown. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Fulton, Kosciuszko, Marshall, Miami, Pulaski, Stark, and Wabash. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXJ 57 in South Bend. Visit our website via weather.gov/IWX. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 76, effective until midnight Eastern Daylight Time Friday, or 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Indiana: Elkhart, Kosciuszko, LaPorte, Marshall, St. Joseph, and Stark. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind, in and close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions, and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northwestern Wabash, Fulton, eastern Pulaski, western Kosciuszko, northwestern Miami, southeastern Stark, and southern Marshall counties. At 6:27 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:27 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Winnemac, Bourbon, Argus, Milford, Culver, Akron, Mentone, Walnut, Tippecanoe, Silver Lake, Kawana, Etna Green, Leesburg, Claypool, Monterey, Burkett, and Beardstown. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Fulton, Kosciuszko, Marshall, Miami, Pulaski, Stark, and Wabash. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXJ 57 in South Bend. Visit our website via weather.gov/IWX. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 76, effective until midnight Eastern Daylight Time Friday, or 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Indiana: Elkhart, Kosciuszko, LaPorte, Marshall, St. Joseph, and Stark. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northwestern Wabash, Fulton, eastern Pulaski, western Kosciuszko, northwestern Miami, southeastern Stark, and southern Marshall counties. At 6:27 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:27 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Plymouth to 10 miles southwest of Rochester.
Alright, we got the weather radio up for right now. We'll turn that off. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning. We got two new severe thunderstorm warnings. We got the storms starting to move into central Indiana. New severe thunderstorm warning. We'll get details on that for Carroll, Tippecanoe, Clinton, Howard till 7:15. Storm near West Lafayette or near Lafayette moving east at 55. Quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds for that. Warren, Tippecanoe, parts of Montgomery. Think this is Clinton. This is Fountain County. So, got a new severe thunderstorm warning for that storm. That's the one that's near Roseville, near Rossville and Potomac. That's heading in the direction of Warren County and into parts of northern Vermilion County. So, the line is starting to creep further southeast. I'm not surprised if we get one closer to Indianapolis. Let's take the tower camera. Let's take our Morse Lake ICAM, which is near Noblesville, which is on the far southern part of the line. That is an area to watch. We got a tornado warning, but it's not for Indiana. We have a tornado warning, and we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for the storm near Angola. We'll get to that. Tornado warning in parts of Ohio for our eastern Ohio. So there's definitely a chance for some isolated tornadoes. Let's head to the northern storm. Let's head to north of Fort Wayne, where we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Pop a storm tracker for right now. This is for parts of Steuben, LaGrange, DeKalb, Williams in Ohio, and Fulton in Ohio until 7 o'clock, which storm is near Angola, which Angola is just north of Fort Wayne. It's that line towards Jonesville. What is that? Fremont, Angola, Hudson. That's towards that line. That's moving to the east. It's going to be in Angola within the next 10 minutes. Storm is moving east at about 75 miles an hour. So we have these storms still booking it towards interstate and highway speeds. Let's head to the storm near Macy. This one was the same storm moved through Kewanna. I want to see if we can get any reports, but Roan, North Manchester. This one's heading in the direction of Fort Wayne. If it continues, Columbia City, South Withley, North Manchester, Sydney, Claypool, Tarwell, Mentone, Burkett, Akron, Largo, Wabash. We're gonna get some smaller communities in here. Kinsley, Packerton, Washington Center, Luther, Gobblesville, Bracken, what does that say? Bippus, if I'm not wrong? Northwest Town. Okay. Andrews and Huntington. This is heading in the direction towards Fort Wayne. So if you're close to any of these communities that I call out, get ready because the hail is on the way. And if you're in Fort Wayne, definitely keep an eye on this. You're going to be on the northern side of it. Let's head to the Angola storm because that storm looks like has a bit of a rotational area just to the northwest of Hudson on I-69. So if you're on I-69 from, I'm probably going to say we'll say Battle Creek, Michigan to Auburn, Indiana. This is gonna be the best chance for those for the severe thunderstorm. The Hook is near Turkey Creek, moving towards Hudson, Ashley, heading on I-69. It's gonna go south of Angola and south of Jamestown, but it's heading mainly towards I-80 towards Montpelier, Ohio, and Northwest Ohio. Let's head to Lafayette. Let's give a quick update for that. We might, as it gets closer to the metro area, as it gets closer to Indianapolis, might have to keep going with wall to wall. But Lafayette, its storm is right over you. Dayton, setting for you. There's Battleground, which is in the Hail Court. Americus, Colburn, Rossville, Michigan Town, Frankfort. Heading in the direction of Kokomo, Shiaville, Forest, Michigan Town, Burlington, Carrollton, Flora. Deer Creek, Delphi is definitely on the northern part, probably the hail part. I thought this was a new warning. Mulberry, North Crane, and West Lafayette. The hail is basically near Battleground on I-65. That's heading in the direction of Americus and Ash Grove, potentially Delphi if it continues on that track. And then the heaviest storm is over Lafayette. It's going to go northeast of Shaveland and potentially north of Clarks Hill and Colfax. Another severe thunderstorm week. We are working with 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5 for these storms, but here's number 5. This one is near West Lebanon in Warren County, just to the west of Attica. This one, the hail core is in and around Sloan, Sycamore Center, Judyville, Stewart, Carbondale. This is going to be heading in the direction of Pine Village, Ottermain, and potentially Battleground. Actually, this is heading southeast, so Attica, Williamsport, Newtown, New Lebanon, or New Richmond, Linden, Waynetown, Crawfordsville, Lebanon, if it continues on the track. But the hail is over Hedrick, Sloan, Thomas. This was the same one that we were watching near Ichorus in Illinois. We got another storm to the west. We have multiple storms to the west. We're definitely gonna keep an eye on those. Let's head to this one till we get off, so we can get back to the weather radio. This one is outside of the warning. Hopefully they'll cancel it. But this one is in and around Remington, which is just south of Rensselaer. This is near Wilcott, on I-65 near Chalmers, Brookston, and in and around that area. That's going to be heading towards the southeast, so Monticello, Delphi. Watch out for these storms. We'll continue to keep updates, but for right now, we'll send it back to the weather radio.
Remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Wabash County, Indiana, southwestern Whitley County in northeastern Indiana, northwestern Huntington County in northeastern Indiana, central Fulton County, Indiana, southern Kosciuszko County, Indiana, northwestern Miami County, Indiana, southeastern Marshall County, Indiana, until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 6:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Rochester to 8 miles southwest of Akron, moving east at 70 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Huntington, Columbia City, Rochester, North Manchester, South Whitley, Akron, Andrews, Mentone, Walnut, Silver Lake, Roan, Claypool, Lagro, Larwell, Macy, Burkett, Sydney, Nana Lake, Collimer, and Liberty Mills. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Fulton, Huntington, Kosciuszko, Marshall, Miami, Wabash, and Whitley. The severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Wabash, Fulton, eastern Pulaski, western Kosciuszko, northwestern Miami, southeastern Stark, and southern Marshall counties will expire at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The storms which prompted the warning have moved out of the area. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, small hail and gusty wind are still possible with these thunderstorms. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Eastern Daylight Time, or 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time for north central and northwestern Indiana. Repeating, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire for the following counties in Indiana: Fulton, Kosciuszko, Marshall, Miami, Pulaski, Stark, and Wabash. This is NOAA Weather Radio Station WXJ 57 in South Bend. Visit our website via weather.gov/IWX. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 76, effective until midnight Eastern Daylight Time Friday, or 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Indiana: Elkhart, Kosciuszko, LaPorte, Marshall, St. Joseph, and Stark. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind, in and close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions, and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Wabash County, Indiana, southwestern Whitley County in northeastern Indiana, northwestern Huntington County in northeastern Indiana, central Fulton County, Indiana, southern Kosciuszko County, Indiana, northwestern Miami County, Indiana, southeastern Marshall County, Indiana, until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 6:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Rochester to 8 miles southwest of Akron, moving east at 70 miles per hour. Hazard: 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Huntington, Columbia City, Rochester, North Manchester, South Whitley, Akron, Andrews, Mentone, Walnut, Silver Lake, Roan, Claypool, Lago, Larnwell, Macy, Burkett, Sydney, Nana Lake, Collimer, and Liberty Mills. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Fulton, Huntington, Kosciuszko, Marshall, Miami, Wabash, and Whitley. The severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Wabash, Fulton, eastern Pulaski, western Kosciuszko, northwestern Miami, southeastern Stark, and southern Marshall counties will expire at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or 5:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The storms which prompted the warning have moved out of the area. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, small hail and gusty wind are still possible with these thunderstorms. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Eastern Daylight Time, or 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time for north central and northwestern Indiana. Repeating, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire for the following counties in Indiana: Fulton, Kosciuszko, Marshall, Miami, Pulaski, Stark, and Wabash. And the nearshore marine forecast for the following: Michigan City, Indiana to New Buffalo, Michigan. Gale warning in effect through late tonight. Tonight, north wind 15 to 25 knots becoming northeast. Gusts up to 35 knot gales. Rain showers with thunderstorms likely this evening. A chance of rain showers after midnight. Waves 5 to 8 feet building to 8 to 12 feet. Friday, northeast wind 15 to 20 knots becoming north 10 to 15 knots. Mostly cloudy in the morning, then becoming mostly sunny. Waves 7 to 10 feet subsiding to 3 to 5 feet. Friday night, north wind 5 to 15 knots becoming northwest. Mostly clear. Waves 2 to 4 feet. Saturday, north wind 5 to 10 knots becoming southwest. Sunny. Waves 2 to 4 feet. Wind and waves higher and near thunderstorms. The water temperature at St. Joseph is 43 degrees and at Michigan City is 41 degrees. And the nearshore marine forecast for the following: New Buffalo, Michigan to St. Joseph, Michigan. Gale warning in effect through late tonight. Tonight, north wind 15 to 25 knots becoming northeast. Gusts up to 35 knot gales. Rain showers with thunderstorms likely this evening. A slight chance of rain showers after midnight. Waves 4 to 7 feet building to 7 to 11 feet. Friday, northeast wind 15 to 20 knots becoming north 10 to 15 knots. Mostly cloudy in the severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Marshall County is canceled. The storms which
Alright, we're back. We got reason why we're back. We don't have any new warnings, but I'm keeping a very close eye on this storm northeast of Dayton, which has a very hot stinger just to the southwest of Rossville. Most likely. Really, so Rossville got a thunderstorm. This thing might be rotating, in fact, just to the southwest of Rossville, right there near Frankfort. We'll see what the National Weather Service in Indianapolis does. Just to the northeast of Mulberry. This is we'll see if we get a tornado warning. If we have tornado warnings currently in Ohio because of a confirmed tornado. Actually, there was a confirmed tornado on the ground in parts of Ohio. We'll just get to that for a second. This is spotters. Spotters have confirmed a tornado. Actually, radar has confirmed a tornado near Brookfield and Sharpsville. But yeah, I'm not surprised if we get a new tornado warning for the south of Rossville. That still rotating a little bit, but if it as it continues towards Rossville, Sedalia, Rocheville, Forest, Frankfort, Michigantown, keep an eye on it. Set to the one that's about to move out of Indiana into Illinois. That hail core has gotten impressive near Penn Park, just to the north of Butler. That's going to be heading into Ohio within the next 10 minutes. Then we got the unwarned line from Sturgis, Michigan, down to Huntington, and I think we might have a little bit of a curlicue, a little bit of areas of rotation, possibly, but keep an eye on that. For right now, we'll send you back to the weather radio.
Inclusive the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Marshall County is canceled. The storms which prompted the warning have moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Eastern Daylight Time for north central and northeastern Indiana. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for northern Wabash, southwestern Whitley, northwestern Huntington, east central Fulton, southern Kosciuszko and north central Miami counties. At 6:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Akron to 8 miles southwest of North Manchester, moving east at 70 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Huntington, Columbia City, North Manchester, South Whitley, Akron, Andrews, Silver Lake, Roan, Claypool, Lagro, Burkitt, Sydney, Collimer, Liberty Mills, Beaver, Beaver Dam Lake, Bibas, Beaver Dam, Luther, Peabody, and Ijamsville. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Fulton, Huntington, Kosciuszko, Miami, Wabash, and Whitley. This is NOAA weather radio station WXJ 57 in South Bend. Visit our website viaweather.gov/IWX. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 76, effective until midnight Eastern Daylight Time Friday, or 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Indiana: Elkhart, Kosciuszko, LaPorte, Marshall, St. Joseph, and Stark. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind, in and close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions, and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Marshall County is canceled. The storms which prompted the warning have moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Eastern Daylight Time for north central and northeastern Indiana. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for northern Wabash, southwestern Whitley, northwestern Huntington, east central Fulton, southern Kosciuszko, and north central Miami counties. At 6:49 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Akron to 8 miles southwest of North Manchester, moving east at 70 miles per hour. Hazard: 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Huntington, Columbia City, North Manchester, South Whitley, Akron, Andrews, Silver Lake, Roan, Claypool, Lagro, Burkett, Sidney, Collimer, Liberty Mills, Beaver Dam Lake, Bibas, Beaver Dam, Luther, Peabody, and Ijamsville. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Fulton, Huntington, Kosciuszko, Miami, Wabash, and Whitley. This is NOAA weather radio station WXJ 57 in South Bend. Visit our website viaweather.gov/IWX. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 76, effective until midnight Eastern Daylight Time Friday, or 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Indiana: Elkhart, Kosciuszko, LaPorte, Marshall, St. Joseph, and Stark. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind, in and close to the watched area. While a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for northern Wabash, southwestern Whitley, northwestern Huntington, and southeastern Kosciuszko counties. At 6:56 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 8 miles west of South Whitley to near North Manchester, moving east at 70 miles per hour. Hazard: 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Huntington, Columbia City, North Manchester, South Whitley, Andrews, Roan, Lagro, Sidney, Ijamsville, Collimer, Liberty Mills, Bracken, Goblesville, Urbana, Tunker, Washington Center, Packardon, Lockton, Bibas, and Luther. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Huntington, Kosciuszko, Wabash, and Whitley. This is a severe thunderstorm watch. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 76, effective until midnight Eastern Daylight Time Friday, or 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Indiana: Elkhart, Kosciuszko, LaPorte, Marshall, St. Joseph, and Stark. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Marshall County is canceled. The storms which prompted the warning have moved out of the warned area. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until midnight Eastern Daylight Time for north central and northeastern Indiana. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for northern Wabash, southwestern Whitley, northwestern Huntington, and southeastern Kosciuszko counties. At 6:56 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending.
Alright, new severe thunderstorm warning is now in effect. This is actually a pretty big severe thunderstorm warning. Let me turn down my phone. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning, and this is a tornado possible, our first tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Wabash, Grant, Huntington, Blackford, Wells, Adams, and Jay till 7:45. This line is from North Manchester, LaFountain, Louise at 65. The hail is going to be a threat, but in this line, there is a chance for some isolated rotation. Best chance of rotation is going to be just to the northwest of Marion, mainly heading for Lancaster and Bluffton. So, if you're in this line, so this is south of Fort Wayne, this is heading for Huntington, Bluffton, Decatur, Ossian, Uniondale, Lancaster, Arcana, Montpelier, Nottingham, Portland, Geneva, Bern, probably gonna say Warren, Plumtree, Browns Corner, Simpson, Andrews, Bippus, LaFountain, that area. And we're gonna go wall to wall now. We got a new tornado warning. This is our first tornado warning of the day for parts of Montgomery. This is a tornado warning for Fountain, Tippecanoe, and Montgomery. This is for that storm that I was noticing just to the southeast of Williamsport. So we have a new tornado warning for parts of Indiana. We'll try to get everybody else on here, but for right now we'll stay on here. But we do have a new tornado warning. This is in effect for Fountain, Tippecanoe, and Montgomery County. Real quick, let me get it up real quick. For right now, we'll stay up and running, but we do have, again, a new tornado warning for, Fountain, parts of Tippecanoe, and parts of Montgomery County. I want to pop up our stream so we can, keep it going, so we can at least get everybody on here. So, for, the tornado warning, which first one of the night, actually, which I'm not surprised if we get more. For right now, we are currently, alright, just give me a sec. Alright, we're trying to group everybody up, but we do have a new tornado warning 4 parts of our coverage area. I want to see if we can get Junior TV in here. Hopefully, we can get him into this. I want to see if I can get Junior TV. But let's get to radar. Let's take radar full. New tornado warning is for this hook just to the south of Odette, heading in the direction of Darlington. So if you're in New Richmond, Cherry Grove, Linden, Newtown, Wingate, Elmdale, Manchester, Garfield, Darlington Woods, Kilpatrick, got some smaller communities, Wingate. If you're in Newtown and Wingate, you're under that threat for the tornado. If you're in Newtown, Mellick, Evans Cross, Stevens Crossing, you're clear. But mainly the tornado warning is for this storm, which is just over Wingate. Wingate right now. The rotational area is directly over Wingate, so let's zoom in tight on that. We'll take our new storm relative, which weather-wise, you can use this radar. This is weather-wise. It is free on the Apple. It is free on the Apple and Android app, but right there, directly over Wingate, is the best chance for a tornado. We'll switch to normalized rotation. That is showing up. Debris. There is. It's very uncertain that we do have a debris signature, but I highly doubt that. We'll keep an eye on that, but yeah, this is our first tornado warning now in effect for portions of Indiana. Let's take weatherwise full. There's the hook. This is a severe thunderstorm warning.
Service in Indianapolis has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Madison County, northwestern Delaware County, southeastern Clinton County, Howard County, northeastern Boone County, Hamilton County, Tipton County, until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 7:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles northeast of Frankfort, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Anderson, Kokomo, Noblesville, Elwood, Alexandria, Tipton, Windfall, Westfield, Cicero, Sheridan, Greentown, Lapel, Edgewood, Frankton, Arcadia, Rushville, Summitville, Kirkland, Atlanta, and Sharpsville. This includes the following highways: Interstate 65 near mile marker 151. Interstate 69 between mile markers 245 and 252. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Boone, Clinton, Delaware, Hamilton, Howard, Madison, and Tipton.
Alright, new severe thunderstorm warning for this area. This is all of Tipton, all of Howard, most of Boone, also Clinton County, parts of Hamilton County. So this does include Noblesville, which is the site of our Morse Lake camera. We're about to get another one. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning for the tornado warning storm. That's heading in the direction of Fishers. We'll leave it on because we already know it's about to go back off. Here it is. Let's listen in.
The National Weather Service in Indianapolis has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Tippecanoe County, southern Clinton County, Boone County, northern Montgomery County, until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 7:07 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 12 miles southwest of Lafayette, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Frankfurt, Crawfordsville, Lebanon, Zionsville, Whitestown, Thorntown, Darlington, Kirkland, Linden, Colfax, Clarks Hill, New Richmond, and Euland. This includes the following highways: Interstate 65 between mile markers 132 and 162. Interstate 74 between mile markers 24 and 39. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Boone, Clinton, Montgomery, and Tippecanoe.
Alright, so we're starting to get warnings all over the place. We got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings that are centering in on the Indianapolis metro area. We'll have another one. So we have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings centered around the Indianapolis metro. We finally have high res up. And let's switch over to the tornado warning, which this is the tornado warning in effect. This is radar indicated rotation. This is in effect for New Richmond, Linden, Darlington, Wingate. This is just to the east of Wingate and east of Mellot and also Newtown. So if you're in this, go to a basement or interior room. Stay away from windows. Have something to protect your head in case of flying debris. But the rotation is just to the south of Linden, Indiana. Let's switch to storm relative velocity and we'll switch to overwarn as well. So there's the rotational area just to the southwest of Linden. There's 231. We don't have our street view, unfortunately. Darn. This is heading in the direction of Darlington and Thorntown. As these storms can get closer to Noblesville, we'll deviate from our camera over in Morse Lake, which again, Morse Lake is around here. Actually, let me switch to weather-wise so I can at least show where Morse Lake is. Morse Lake is in and around the north side. It's closer to further to the north. So gotta keep an eye on that as these storms continues. But let's get to the tornado warning that is still in effect. The tornado possible is for this storm near Lebanon, heading for Lebanon and Thorntown. It's the same one that's tornado warning near Linden, and we'll take normalized rot. Where you see this area, this is the best chance for rotation, but it is strong. Not that strong, but it is strong enough that we could get some isolated, the isolated tornado potential. We're switching from sources to sources to sources. So we can get updates, so we can just get straight updates on this. But yeah, here's the tornado warning. This is our only tornado warning. This is the only tornado warning in this is our only tornado warning across the US actually, and this one is heading in the direction of Thorntown. So if you're at Thorntown, Euland, Lebanon, Darlington, Garfield, you have enough time to get ready to take cover. And if this continues, heading in the direction of Noblesville, which Morse Lake is gonna have a good view of that. And if the IU weather stem camera is looking north, we'll have a good look from that from downtown Indianapolis. But for right now, Cherry Grove, this is over you. Definitely over Cherry Grove, heading for Darlington and Darlington Woods. There it is near Cherry Grove, heading again towards Darlington, State Route 47. It's over 231. There's Darlington Woods. There's Bowers right here, State Route 47. There's I-74, this is gonna go north of I-74, but I-65 is heading for I-65. So if you're on I-65 from, I'm probably gonna say Zionsville to that's a little too far north, to Brookston. You might need to get off and let these thunderstorms pass, because this thing is serious. And hopefully they'll let this tornado warning expire. It's in effect for a minute for parts of, let's get the counties back up. This is for Fountain, Tippecanoe, and Northern Montgomery until 7:15. And the storm is just northwest of Darlington, north of Cherry Grove. Rotation is northeast of Cherry Grove towards Kirkpatrick. There's Darlington Woods, there's Bowers. There's Colfax. Colfax was hit hard by the 2023 tornado, but this is not going on the same track as March 31st, but this is gonna go south, actually. Yeah, this is gonna go south, so it's gonna go south of Colfax toward Thorntown, Darlington. Darlington is in the at least best path for it. Thorntown is in the best path, but it could go north of Darlington, but for right now, Darlington take cover, respect the polygon, which if you've lived in Alabama, you would know that term very well. They're gonna cancel it, they might reissue it, but we're gonna stay on until we at least get these things dying. And to the north, there is nothing to the north, but keep an eye. Wow. Look at this thing near Oak Lawn and near Chicago. Just to the south of Chicago. Looks like normalized. Not rotating, but the hook on that looks impressive. The hail core, just pretty much impressive. But for right now, definitely keep an eye on that. I don't know why I took that off. Look at this, near Homer Glen. Okay, I think K-Lod might be down the Chicago radar, because we are not getting any views from Velocity. But this thing is heading in the direction of Indianapolis. Still has a little bit of rotation near Garfield and near Darlington Woods. Let me move this area. Right in here is the best chance, but let me move the drawing tool up here. Best chances in and around this area from Darlington, Garfield, and I'll say Manchester. This continues off to the south and east. This is heading for Lebanon. Then we got the heavy thunderstorm, basically about to move over Tipton. Then we got this giant line of thunderstorms, which this is tornado possible. So there's an area of rotation. So there's possible areas of rotation in this thunderstorm. But this is heading in the direction of Bluffton, Ossian, Decatur, Berne, Portland, Montpelier, Pennville. Reason why they got this thing out, this thing's moving east at 65 miles an hour. So this thing is booking it. That's why they have it so far off to the south and east. Alright, new warning. We'll see what that is.
The National Weather Service in Indianapolis has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Boone County, southeastern Montgomery County, until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 7:16 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Crawfordsville, moving east at 60 miles per hour. This is a destructive storm for Crawfordsville and Darlington. Expected hazards include 80 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail.
Wow.
This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be heavily damaged. Expect considerable damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles. Extensive tree damage and power outages are likely. Locations impacted include Crawfordsville, Lebanon, Thorntown, Jamestown, Darlington, Advance, New Ross, and Euland. This includes the following highways: Interstate 65 between mile markers 136 and 147. Interstate 74 between mile markers 34 and...
We're gonna cut that short. Destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Got a new tornado warning. Tipton County. Let me get up the specifics on that. We'll pop it up together. Tornado warning: Madison, Howard, Tipton, and Hamilton till 7:45. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Tipton or 8 miles south of Kokomo, wind east at 60. I think it's about to go off, so we can get the details on this Tipton storm. But if you're in Tipton, this thing is directly over you or just to your north. So Tipton, this is now a new tornado warning. If you're in Elwood, if you're at Frankton, I think I got somebody who lives in around Frankton. We'll switch to high res, which is actually working today. There's the tornado warning, I think.
The National Weather Service in Indianapolis has issued a tornado warning for northern Madison County, southeastern Howard County, northeastern Hamilton County, Tipton County, until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 7:18 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Tipton, or 8 miles south of Kokomo, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Expected hazards include tornado. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Elwood, Alexandria, Tipton, Windfall, Frankton, Summitville, Sharpsville, and Orestes. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning has been issued until 7:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Hamilton, Howard, Madison, and Tipton.
All right. So this is our second tornado warning. We're gonna get a decent amount now as we're getting closer to the Indianapolis metro area. So let's get specifics on this tornado warning. This is Tipton. It already had details. Tipton, Howard, Madison, and far northeastern Hamilton County. We'll switch to the Morse Lake camera if we can. Hopefully this is live, but they're not really under that threat. The rotation is just northeast of Tipton. Let's get in tight on this. Right in here, just to the northeast of Tipton, near the square. In and around the square. Just keep an eye on that. So yeah, Tipton, this is just northeast of Tipton. This is heading in the direction of Frankton, Linwood, Alexandria, Elwood, and Windfall City. Mainly heading, I think, mainly towards the north side of Frankton. Hold on, I'm sending an email. Sent that. But let's get back to it. This is mainly heading for Frankton. This thing is near Windfall City. Just to the south of Windfall City, heading in the direction of Elwood and the north side of Frankton. There's Ocedris, there's Alexandria, there's Linwood, there's Summitville. And Alexandria. This is going to be heading in the direction of Delaware County if it continues. We'll put a track on it. And hopefully it'll be the tracks that y'all can see. But knowing this tracking software, most likely not. We got to keep an eye on that storm near Montpelier, Indiana, with that line near Bluffton. That thing might be rotating a bit of broad rotation near McNatt and Jeff. That's heading in the direction of Bern, Geneva, Portland, and the south side of Bluffton. Keep an eye on that one. And then we have the damaging wind bag from Thorntown, Colfax, Advance, New Ross. It's heading in the direction of Lebanon, Whitestown, and Advance. And real quick, instead of taking that, let's take our query tool, which we're gonna have to do that. We'll take query real quick. Give it a sec to load up so we can because we got the winds definitely on the way. Let's pop up. There's the highest pixel. Oh, forgot I changed the keybinds. So there's 57, 50, getting about 50 to closer to 60-mile-an-hour winds. In and around Thorntown and Darlington. Hail. We're definitely concerned about hail. Let's have to rotation on Tipton. Storm is just to the east of Tipton, and we'll turn that off because I already know that's gonna start bugging me within the next few minutes. But hail. There's definitely a chance of hail. Closer to around an inch. I hate that I have the keybinds checked. Closer to about an inch on the northwestern side. There's an inch. Near Windfall City, inch and a half. So definitely got some hail on that storm. But two things we're definitely monitoring. We have the tornado warning for Tipton County, for parts of Madison County, far northeastern, Hamilton County. Then we got this destructive storm near Lebanon and Thorntown. That's heading in the direction of, again, Lebanon, Thorntown, Whitestown, Advance. The wind bag is going to be going north of New Ross, but New Ross, keep an eye out for that. Let's query in some of these winds. 50, almost 60-mile-an-hour winds, most definitely. So we have to keep an eye on that. That's heading in the direction of, if it continues, Advance, Zionsville, and possibly the north side of the Indianapolis metro area. And real quick, let's take IUND real quick. There's the scene over in Indianapolis. That's what it looks like. Hopefully that is looking north towards either one of those two storms. I think it's in between. I think it's near that Windfall storm or that Elwood storm. I think it's near that Elwood storm, but for right now, if you're in Hazelburg, if you're in Ulen, we'll do a double box. In fact, we'll just do that. We'll do a double box of the Morse Lake camera. Wish we could do a double box with the IU camera, but unfortunately I don't have a scene for that. But here's the double box with IU or with the Morse Lake camera. Here's the storm near Thorntown. That's going to be heading in the direction of Lebanon, Thorntown, and I-65, Whitestown, Zionsville. They have dropped it. Oh no, they have not. There's we're going considerable, but might go off again. I'm not surprised if it
Northeastern
does.
moon, Hamilton and Tipton counties.
I have that thing
At
blaring. I need to
7:26
turn that
p.m.
down.
Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Tipton.
Okay. Anyway, let's get back to that tornado warning. Let's zoom in tight on that. That rotation is it is rain wrapped, so don't go outside and look for this because this thing is very rain wrapped as it's heading in the direction of Tipton. Still going destructive on that tornado, on that severe thunderstorm warning in and around Crawfordsville. Let's head southwest. This is for this storm. And for right now, I don't see any rotation on that storm. It was rotated. It was a tornado warning earlier in and around Wingate, but that thing is gone. And Morse Lake is not really showing anything. But let's switch to IU quickly. Here's IU, which is looking at that northern storm towards towards Alexandria, Elwood, and Tipton. Tipton, the storm is just to your east. If you're in Aroma, Frankton, Linwood, Prosperity, Alexandria, Ocestes, Dundee, Elwood, New Lancaster, Summitville, Leisurely, and Rigdon, you need to be taking cover. Tipton, you're clear. Give it about another 2 minutes and then you can come out in Tipton. But Elwood, yep, it literally said confirmed, not confirmed tornado, but a tornado near Elwood. This is not confirmed. This is not a tornado on the ground, but there is a definite area of rotation. No extension yet. We'll set to Covington because we got a severe thunderstorm warning for that storm. Near Danville, near State Line City, there's Foster's. There's hold on, not switch to that. Near State Line City, on the northern part of your screen. Okay, I think we're looking very high. Foster's is here. Covington, there's I-74, there's Gessie, there's Perryville, Kingman is to the south, Wallace is included, Veedersburg, Newtown, Mellot, Hillsborough, Marshfield. This is heading in the direction mainly towards Crawfordsville again, which got hit with this, the northern part, which is the main wind area, literally a few minutes ago. And real quick, let me turn on storm reports. Oh, this is interesting. I'm just turning on storm reports. We had a funnel cloud on that storm, so this thing has had a history of producing funnel cloud. This is near Lawrenceville, Illinois. 45-mile-an-hour winds. But yeah, this storm did have a tornado or a funnel cloud at least. This was 4 miles northeast of Alamo. This was about 20 minutes ago when that tornado warning was actually no. This was when that windbag was moving through. When that windbag was literally moving through Crawfordsville, it did have enough spin where it dropped a very weak tornado. According to a report, possible funnel with debris near County Road 600 West and State Route 32. So that's in and around this area. So this storm did drop a very, very brief tornado. This thing dropped a very brief tornado near Crawfordsville. But this thing is heading for advance. I'm not surprised if this thing rotates just to the northwest of Lebanon, near Ulen, heading in the direction of, again, Lebanon and Ulen. Let's head back to that tornado warning, which rotation is starting to die down, but it's still there. Moving towards Frankton. This is mainly heading for Aroma. There's the Stottlemyre Airport. Switch to weatherwise. Stottlemyre Airport, there's Frankton, there's Dundee, South Elwood, there's downtown Elwood. Storm relative, it's very broad at this point, but there's no definitive area. But if you're in, I think best chance for it is right here, just to the northwest of Frankton, heading in the direction of the north side, Gimco City, Alexandria, Orestes, Dundee, Linwood, that area. That's heading in the direction of those areas. And if it continues, Muncie is going to be on the track. Start to get, don't see any winds yet on that, thunderstorm near, Noblesville, so you can keep an eye on our Morse Lake camera. But we're gonna be deviating from our IU Weather Sim camera, which surprisingly not looking at anything other than some clouds, which is the storms to the north. We're in between two storms. If it's looking to the north, we're in between two storms. The one that is a destructive thunderstorm, that one that dropped a possible tornado near Crawfordsville, or a possible funnel. And then the other one near Elwood, if you're still in Elwood, you need to take cover. We'll switch to weatherwise, and we'll take normalized rotation. The best chance is right over the city of Frankton. Right over, like, the north side of Frankton. There's a Stottlemyre Airport. There's a Dollar General. There's Stiegel Street. There's Frankton High School. There's 11th Street, we'll get street view, 575 West, again, 500th Street, there's Pipe Creek right here, 700 West, this is just east of 700 West, We need to see. There's Washington Street, where it intersects with North 11th, and then State Route 128. There's the Dollar General, Clyde Street. There's Pipe Creek. We're gonna go very street view in here, so we can get everybody heads up. There's Florida Road. Then we're heading into Gemco City and Alexandria. This thing is rain wrapped, so we're definitely not gonna have a good chance for looking at that. I think we got a new severe thunderstorm warning? Question mark? I think we do for southeast of Lebanon. I think that's still the old one. So let's say we got so many warnings up. Can't tell. Blackford County is now under severe thunderstorm warning for. So Grant Blackford until 8 o'clock near Fairmount. That's heading for Gas City and Hartford. I got a friend over in Hartford, or actually not Hartford, but in Gas City. I'll call him. Just give me a second, but I'm getting reports of quarter-size hail in and around Tipton near Elwood. Real quick, give me a second so I can call him so we can get him updated on this thunderstorm. All right, we're back. There is definitely a hook near Summitville and near Alexandria. The rotation is just storm relative. It's not showing anything really, just some possibly damaging winds, but still got a tornado warning for Alexandria, that area. Switch to high resolution. Nothing yet in Indianapolis, but still watching these storms to the north. We're still on because of this tornado warning near the Alexandria area. Let me do something. But the rotation on this is looking higher up. This storm is southeast of Frankton, the rotation at least. It's just southeast of Frankton. Let me back it up real quick on storm relative so we can get a good look. Yeah, southeast of Frankton. Linwood is heading for you. But for right now, this thing is heading off to the south and east. Got about 7 minutes on this thunderstorm. Severe thunderstorm was located over Alexandria, or 10 miles south of Fairmount, and this storm is moving east at 65. So this thing is cooking it, moving off to the east, 65. Alright, have to send another email, but, let's head to that Lebanon storm, which I think might be getting its act together, rotating. And there's a rotation right there, near Frankton. Southeast of Frankton. There might be two distinct areas, but we'll keep an eye on that. Let's just reset. We're going on 7:39. This has been hour 38. This is 1 hour 38 minutes. Tico Von Labor. Hopefully we can get Junior TV. I doubt we can. But we are dealing with severe thunderstorms and tornado warnings, which we are up to 1 for right now, and that is for this storm in parts of mainly into Tipton County. Actually, this is out of Tipton County into northern Madison County. So Alexandria, Orestes, Summitville, Linwood, Frankton. This is in around that area. If you are in Elwood, you're clear. There might be a beware, most likely possible on that storm just to the west of Alexandria. We have so many things going on. Let me take the radar data off for a second. And these are all the warnings we're dealing with. These are all the warnings. The orange is a severe thunderstorm warning. We have new extension of a severe thunderstorm warning now for and New Weather Radio. Let's pop in.
The National Weather Service in Indianapolis has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Madison County, Delaware County, western Randolph County, northern Henry County, east central Hamilton County, until 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 7:39 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Alexandria, or 10 miles north of Anderson, moving east at 55 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 70 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expects considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Muncie, Anderson, Alexandria, Winchester, Yorktown, Chesterfield, Albany, Edgewood, Frankton, Eaton, Daleville, Parker City, Farmland, Summitville, Gaston, Selma, Ridgeville, Sulphur Springs, Merlin, and Mount Summit. This includes Interstate 69 between mile markers 225 and 252. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana, Delaware, Hamilton, Henry, Madison, and Randolph.
All right. It's definitely about to be going off again. This is for Indianapolis now. North side of Indianapolis, McCordsville. This includes you. Let's listen in.
The National Weather Service in Indianapolis has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Madison County, northwestern Hancock County, northeastern Hendricks County, northern Marion County, eastern Boone County, Hamilton County, until 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 7:42 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Lebanon, or 19 miles south of Frankfort, moving east at 55 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 70 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expects considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Indianapolis, Anderson, Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, Lawrence, Lebanon, Zionsville, Westfield, Cicero, McCordsville, Pendleton, Fortville, Whitestown, Sheridan, Ingles, Lapel, Meridian Hills, Rocky Ripple, and Williams Creek. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Boone, Hamilton, Hancock, Hendricks, Madison, and Marion.
Alright, so that's the extension. You got a new severe thunderstorm warning, Indianapolis, Marion County, yes. North side towards, Whitestown, Zionsville, Carmel. Storm is rotating. Storm might be rotating near Whitestown. But yeah, this storm might be rotating again just to the west of Whitestown. There's the north side of Whitestown. Sheridan, Noblesville will switch over to Morse Lake, and think they're getting damaging winds over in Morse Lake. But this is the same storm that had rotation near Frankfort and Thorntown. Also, we got a new tornado watch. This is for Richmond, Liberty, Connersville. So far eastern Indiana is under now a tornado watch until 11 o'clock. And got this tornado warning is canceled. We're staying on because we do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, including the north side of Indianapolis. And this thing may be rotating a little bit just to the east of Whitestown. Just to the east of Whitestown near Westfield. That thing, we're gonna have to watch it. It's mainly gonna go, if it continues, Westfield, Carmel, Fishers, Fortville, and McCordsville. This thing is gonna head into northeastern Marion County, towards Lawrence, Castleton, even. Lawrence, Rocky Ripple, Meridian. There's Castleton. We're gonna go Street View on Weatherwise. That is Supercell. Let's take Weatherwise. There it is over Gadsden right now. The hook part, at least, the rotation, might be rotating a little bit near Whitestown, just to the east of Whitestown. But, Noblesville, there's Noblesville right here. I think the camera sits. I want to see if I can find Morse Lake. We'll use Morse Reservoir. Morse Reservoir or Morse Lake is right in this area. So we're gonna get a good look at it from the south. So yeah, there's the hail core. There's the rotational area. This thing is heading southeast. So Carmel, Fishers, Fordville, Ingiles, Pendleton if it continues, LaPel, Noblesville, Cicero, Lamont, and Zionsville. We'll see if we get. We're most likely gonna get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Marion County, or we already have one for Marion County, but I'm not surprised we get one for downtown Indianapolis. There's Butler, Rocky Ripple, Lawrence. There's Vincent, or there's St. Vincent in Indianapolis. Nora's here, Meridian's here, McCordsville sits right here. Woodbury, Fordville, Ingiles, Pendleton. The rotational area is basically just north of Whitestown, near Sheridan. Rotation is actually right here near Zionsville. Hopefully we don't get anything out of this, but if that continues on its track, it's heading for Zionsville, Lawrence, Meridian. I don't think that's the rotational area, but just a little deviating north. This thing is heading mainly for McCordsville, Ingiles, and Pendleton. Let's look at this hail core near Geneva. This is impressive, and this is April, which we're getting closer to March 31st of 2023. But Bryant, Annieville, Kit, if I'm not wrong, Kit, Corkwell, Portland, Salmonella. I don't think that says Salmonella. Bellefontaine, Noble, J City, Bluff Point, Green, Penville, Nottingham, West Liberty, Poling, Barbeck, Flat, Perryville, Geneva, the south side of Bern. That is the area of thunderstorms we're watching. Mainly heading for Portland. The hail core is gonna go just to the east of Portland, closer to for Recovery, Ohio. New scan. Hooking might definitely be hooking. Let me see real quick. Right in there. I think that, yeah, that might be a little bit of rotation as we're watching on this thunderstorm. National Weather Service in Indianapolis has got their hands full, straight full. But Yorktown, Kamek, Chesterfield near Prosperity, that storm is continuing off to the east. This one is a tornado possible and considerable. The one in Indianapolis is considerable. Yes, the north side of Indianapolis is considerable. That might be a little bit of a hook near the executive airport. There, here's the hook right in there. There's the executive airport. There's Jolietteville. There's Eagletown, Lamont, Hortonsville. There's Westfield. There's 31 right here. There's 421. The info notch is right in here. Big Spring sits here. Hortonville. And that airport right here, that is the Westfield Airport heading in the direction of downtown Westfield. And if it continues on its path, Noblesville and Morse Reservoir. Our camera, or the camera in Morse Reservoir, sits here, so we're going to be able to get at least hopefully a good look at that hail core. Let's switch to the IU Indianapolis camera, and it's starting to get dark on the south side of Indianapolis because of that storm. It's gonna go. If it's on the correct track, this thing is going to, the windbag is definitely probably going to hit Indianapolis, but the hail area is mainly going to go from Sheridan to Noblesville to Cicero and all the way to Fishers. We have more storms to the north. Again, we're going to have 3 rounds of thunderstorms. We're dealing with round 1, which I'll say GR2, or high resolution. So here's round 1 that we're dealing with for right now. Round 2 will be coming from the west within the next few hours. That's going to be our best chance for flooding. This currently is going to be our best chance for the tornado potential. We'll take categorical real quick. Or, again, we have a new system, or we have a new scale of our the SPC, which we'll take real quickly with our graphic system. So again, we have a 1 to 5 system just like the SPC, but yellow is low, orange is medium, red is high, 4 is pink, and 5 is literally just light, very light pink. But we're at a level 3, high risk, from Angola, Winnemac, Rensselaer, Peoria, Bloomington, Champaign, Terre Haute, Greensburg, Greenwood, Dayton, Columbus, and Cleveland. Then the medium goes from just to the southeast of Davenport, Effingham, Sullivan, Bloomington, south side of Greensburg, Versailles, Columbus, Cincinnati, Wilmington, and then we got the 1 out of 5, or the low threat, for Salem, French Lick, Mount Vernon, St. Louis, Vincennes, Madison, Seymour, Bedford. And where you see right here, there's another color-coded list. Winds is high and tier 1. Again, SPC has introduced a new scale where they use the dash marks, which you've seen before on the channel, but we're currently on tier 1, which means there's definitely a chance for some strong storms. But wind is at a tier 1, which we've already seen that right now. Yeah, I just popped up reporting. Wow. we'll get to these damage in just a sec. We'll get to some of these damage reports in just a second. But tier 1 is we're at a high. Tornadoes are a low threat, but it's tier 1 as well, so we could have some tornado warnings and possible tornadoes that could stay on the ground, which we haven't had any confirmed touchdowns other than the possible funnel with debris just to the southwest Crawfordsville. New warning.
The National Weather Service in Indianapolis has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Fountain County, Boone County, northwestern Hamilton County, Montgomery County, until 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 7:53 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles east of Petersburg, or 11 miles west of Crawfordsville, moving east at 60 miles per hour. Expected hazards include ping-pong ball-size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Crawfordsville, Lebanon, Sheridan, Thorntown, Jamestown, Wayanatown, Darlington, Linden, New Market, Hillsboro, Advance, New Ross, New Richmond, Wingate, Newtown, Mellot, Ulen, Wallace, and Alamo. This includes the following highways: Interstate 65 between mile markers 133 and 149. Interstate 74 between mile markers 18 and 54. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Indiana: Boone, Fountain, Hamilton, and Montgomery.
Alright, that was the new severe thunderstorm warning, which does include Crawfordsville, Waynetown, Linden. They've already listed out cities, but this does include Lebanon again. We got the thunderstorm is heading directly over Muncie, near Kamak and Yorktown, near West Muncie. Ball State, there's Ball State right here, which is not in the hail core yet. They're gonna be in the hail core within the next couple of hours. Let's head to the very impressive thunderstorm that may or may not be rotating. This thing looks impressive. The hook on that is pretty impressive. There's Noblesville, there's Fisher's Carmel, Nora sits here, but Cordsville sits there. Don't think it's rotating. Let's like normalize rot real quick. Let me update that so we can see. Okay, there we go. So we have it up finally. Real quick, let me pop it up. There's a rotation. There's the golf club. There's the Woodwind Golf Club. New update came in. There's the Super Center. There's the Texas Roadhouse. The Whole Foods sits here. There's the Catholic High School St. Theodore. There's Kroger. The Kroger. The Plant 2. The Power Pit and Mall. Hazeldale Elementary. There's Chiba, Indy, and Westfield. So we're on the north side, or we're on the south side of Westfield. As we're continuing to the east, there's Baymount, Noblesville. There's Prairie Lake Health Campus, Kroger, the bowling alley, downtown Noblesville. And real quick, we can actually take our Morse Lake camera full if we can, which we will. So give me a second. Alright, let's switch over to Morse Lake real quick. It is currently we're going on 8 o'clock right now. Take Morse Lake. They're directly in that heavy rain and wind area. We'll take GR2, which we're just naming it now. Morse Lake sits in between here, between Kokomo and Cicero. We'll do a split screen or a double box. I was about to say I think we lost the camera, but Morse Lake sits around here. There's the camera, to your right. I don't know why I don't know why this is cropped. I just had to do a little bit of finishing touches. I don't want the live to be like that, but yeah, rotation. I think this might be rotating. Think that might be definitive spot. Near Noblesville. All right, we might get a tornado warning for this storm. Most likely. Let's take it full. Might get a tornado warning for this storm for Carmel, Fishers, Fortville, and McCourtsville. Keep an eye on that. Going on 8 o'clock, right? We're going to about 8 o'clock in about 30 seconds. But still tracking severe thunderstorms across Indiana. We have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. We have two, it's what I think, two considerable. And we have the rest that are just normal severe thunderstorm warnings, which are up to 1, 2, 3 technically. Then we got some more thunderstorms which are unwarned to the north. But let's head to the strongest one to what I think right now. Near Carmel, near Fishers. Might be rotating. Look at that hook. That might be a little bit of a hook echo. Right there, just southwest of Noblesville. There's Carmel to the north or to the south. Fisher sits here. We'll switch to weather-wise. Right there's the Fresh Time, the Taurus, St. Theodore Catholic, the Queen's Mexican Bar and Grill, Hazel Dell. So we're on the south side. This is heading, I think, southeastward, if I'm not wrong. I got it northeast. I don't know why. So I think it's heading like that. So we got it moving east at about 55. So it's basically moving east, southeast. Then we're going to watch this one near Crawfordsville. Whew. It is toasty. I'm just... excuse me. It's a toasty one out there, but yeah. I think it's because I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. But definitely keep an eye on that as it's heading for New Britain and I-69. There's the air rotation. There's Conner Prairie. Just about everybody has been to Conner Prairie before, at least once. But there's Conner Prairie. There's the IU Saxony Hotel. There's Olio. There's the Stony Creek the golf club. There's Clarksville. So we're on the south side of Noblesville. So this thing is heading mainly for the Saxony Hospital, Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center. So Ruoff sits around here. I think this is near. Let me see if this is near the It's a music store. I forgot what it is called. It's not Yamaha, I think. But there is a music store that sits around here near Carmel and Fishers. That's heading in the direction of that area. Hopefully it'll come to mind. But there's the Briani. There's East 141 Street. There's Fishers Junior High School. There's Cumberland Roads Elementary. There's the Chili's, the Embassy Suites, Condatos, Ruoff, St. Vincent's and Fishers. The Belfry Theater sits up here. Clarksville. There's downtown Noblesville right in here. So that's the north side. We're south of downtown Noblesville. But this is heading for Hardscrabble, so the farm, Hardscrabble Farms, Pendleton, Huntsville, LaPel, Fortville, and Giles, and if it continues, it might go north of McCourtsville towards Woodbury. So let's head to Crawfordsville, which I-74, directly over I-74, heading off to the southeast. Not really seeing any tornadic areas that they need to warn, but there is some areas of possible rotation. We're up to 3 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. We got the one for the northern Marion County for this storm near Fishers and Noblesville. We got this one over Muncie, the hail core, at least it's southeast of Muncie. This thing hit Ball State. It, yeah, let me back it up real quick so I can see if it hit literally Ball State. It definitely went over Ball State. The hail core went right over Ball State. There's Northside Middle School. There's the Ball State. There's the Anthony Apartments. It ran through that area. So this thing is heading mainly for Winchester, Parker City, Selma, Blunsville, Murdoch, Lynn, Richmond. That's heading for that area. Let's head to Ruoff. This storm is just to the west of the Ruoff Music Center. There's New Britain. There's Somerset. There's Olio. Luxhaven sits here. Fisher sits here. Ingiles and Alifront, you can see it in the southeastern corner of your screen. Fortville is there. Right there, that is Galloway Airport. There's a Stony Creek Golf. There's Baymont Noblesville. It is getting very windy here at our studios, which I want to pop up our wind tracker real quickly. I want to pop up the METARs, which will pop that up so we can get it. We're at 81. Look at this. 67. I already know what everybody's gonna say as soon as I hear 67. 67. But we're currently at 82 in Fishers, 81 at the regional airport, 80 at the airport, and that is the Eagle Creek Air Park. That is reading at 80 degrees. Switch to the wind speed. We're getting 17-mile-an-hour winds, 21, 15, 23, 21. Not really showing any winds up to 30 so far, thank goodness. Let's head north towards South Bend real quick. It is just a mess of thunderstorms. Non-severe for the north side. Severe thunderstorm warning has now been canceled for Marion County. This thing is mainly heading for Fortville, Ingiles, Pendleton, and Newcastle. Got a gust of 55 miles an hour, 55-mile-an-hour winds in Muncie 6 minutes ago as that thunderstorm moved through. So we're getting just about 60-mile-an-hour winds near Muncie. No other reports. I forgot to get to this report. Damage to what appears to be a pole barn and trees down on Division Road, including one on a road. This one is just to the west of Tipton, near Goldsmith. This is the fire department and rescue. This was 2335. So this was literally as that thunderstorm was moving through the city of Fishers, as that thing was heading for Fishers. Forgot to get to that report. That was very delayed of me. I'm so sorry about that. But we're getting reports of about an inch hail, 1 inch hail, almost 2 inches near the Warren area as that thunderstorm continued, as that thunderstorm was heading for Penedo. Switch to GR2. But yeah, it's just a mess out here of just straight thunderstorms, damaging winds, large hail. It's just a straight mess. Ugh, excuse me. Excuse me. But this is moving into Randolph County. You got these storms moving into Randolph County towards Muncie, Selma, Parker City. Possible area of rotation just northwest of Blunsville. That's heading in the direction of Modoc. Then we got this thunderstorm at the Triple Point. This is Hancock. This is at the Triple Point. Triple Point from Hancock County, Marion County. Or no, Hamilton, Hancock, and Hamilton County. We have a tornado warning, but that is not in Indiana. That is for that storm that literally just moved out of Storm that just moved out of Jay County. That got a tornado warning as soon as it crossed into Ohio. Let's head to Crawfordsville. Let's head to I-70 or 74. That is just a damaging wind bag. Forgot about our quarry tool. Forgot about that. So getting 30 to 40 to possibly 50 mile an hour winds in and around the Crawfordsville area. Pendleton, that is a strong thunderstorm heading for you, heading for Fortville and Ingiles. Noblesville, you're cleared. Indianapolis, I'm probably gonna say you're clear from this storm for right now. The north side of Indianapolis might not get spared from this northern one near Crawfordsville. So we would end it off here. We would not, because we do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, which is in effect for the next 20 minutes for let's pop up the counties. This is in effect for Madison, Delaware, and Randolph and Henry until 8:30. So still tracking that. When that gets out of here, we'll probably get on. We'll probably hop off. But the hail in that thunderstorm is impressive. Probably 2 inches, 2 inches in diameter, most likely. So south of Parker City, getting about inch to about inch and a half. Probably less in some of those areas. The hail in Indianapolis, there's nothing on the Pendleton storm. We'll take a look at vertically integrated liquid, which is basically how much liquid is in the air, how much what is the chance for some hail, which this is definitely the best chance towards Bluntsville, towards Parker City. 38 joules per kilogram. And I think that is an update on the tornado warning in Ohio. We got a new one in Ohio, but thank goodness that is just to the east of us, because hopefully we don't get any more tornado warnings out of any of these. I think the tornado potential is starting to go down. Hopefully. We're not gonna really say, oh, it's done for good. No. Hopefully there's a chance that this thing is dying off, this tornado potential. Damaging winds, them things are gonna continue throughout the night, probably. Them things are gonna continue throughout tonight and into tomorrow morning. So damaging winds, possible hailers, and flooding. That is the best chance for some of that. Pop up the WPC outlook. Do excessive rainfall. That in there, that is the best chance for damage for flooding in that green area, in that red, in that what is that yellow area. I'm so sorry. That yellow area, that is a good chance for flooding as well. I think this Crawfordsville storm might be trying to get its act together, hopefully, but it might just be dying off. It might just be dying off, or not dying off, but not rotating for the time being. Alright, new warning, or new watch, in fact.
Severe thunderstorm watch number 76 remains in effect until midnight Eastern Daylight Time Friday, and now includes the following counties in Indiana: Johnson, Morgan, Rush, and Shelby. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information.
Alright, so I've already drawn out what it's probably going to look like, but 3 counties are now being added to the severe thunderstorm watch. Martin, Johnson, Shelby. Got a good bet this is what the polygon is going to look like, but that thing is heading for Fishers again, and Noblesville and Fishers again. So this thunderstorm is these thunderstorms don't know when to quit. And again, this is going to be the best chance for hail and damaging winds, possibly flooding. Because I did say there would definitely be a chance for some flooding. There it is updating. There it is for Illinois. Should be including those 3 counties there. Oh no, it goes. There have included Vigo, Clay, Owen, Morgan, Johnson, Shelby, and Rush County. So this is mainly for parts of southern Indiana. So this goes towards Spencer, Clay City, Terre Haute, Martinsville, Shelbyville, Rushville, Knightstown. We might just end it off here. Hopefully this thing near Winchester. We're gonna stay on for a second for this Winchester storm just in case if it wants to produce hail. Which the hail potential is definitely there just to the south of farmland near Winchester. And if it continues, this is going to move into Ohio, which is the best chance for the tornado warning or the tornado watch, which we have a tornado watch for. Let me get up these 3 counties. You see it in red. This is Wayne, Union, and Fayette County in far eastern Indiana. It's going to be moving into there. There's a tornado warning that just got issued in Ohio. I will get out for the big picture and we'll take off the damaging winds and we'll end it off here. Hopefully we don't get any more warnings, which we might definitely get some severe thunderstorm warnings. But there's a tornado warning. We have multiple tornado warnings. We have 3 to my knowledge. You have 3, one right here, the other here, and then the other one that literally just crossed into Ohio. As soon as that thing crossed into Ohio, they issued a tornado warning because that thing was rotating. There's a severe thunderstorm warning that's heading in the direction of Noblesville and Fishers if it continues. And then we got this considerable storm just to the south of Muncie. That's going to be moving into Ohio within the next 30 to 45 minutes. And we got the rest of these thunderstorms. These might be our hailers and the windbags, most definitely. But yeah, definitely something to watch. Got 14 minutes on this storm. The hail is still there, but we're probably going to end it off here. If we get a tornado warning or a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, pop back on. But for right now, we'll end it off here. Stay tuned to forecast. Stay tuned to